Hi, I'm Brian, and I am Canadian. I live in a small city called Kingston, which is halfway between Toronto and Ottawa. And I am returning to the mastermind after a short break, and I find it a really great collaboration and a way to sort of encourage me and hopefully others to get some creative work done. My creative work is that of a storyteller. And by that I mean I perform oral stories live. They are never memorized. I've tried that a couple times and it really doesn't work for me. Not that my memory isn't good. I can memorize poetry, but somehow when I'm telling a story, it doesn't work if I've memorized it. So what I do is I create a series of images in my mind and I tell the story from those images. So sometimes it is a folktale, something like Cinderella, or often it is a piece of historical fiction. So I mean a story that I've created myself that is set in a particular location that I've visited in a particular time and period. And so the story is fiction, but there is nothing in it that couldn't have happened. So I don't talk about computers in the 19th century because that's kind of a giveaway that the story never happened. My favorite bank of stories to draw on are those from Iceland. I do tell Scottish and Irish and Canadian stories as well, but I really love the stories from Iceland. I traveled there a number of years ago, fell in love with the place within a day, and have researched Icelandic stories and Icelandic history in order to tell them well. I'm so crazy in love with Iceland that I'm now learning Icelandic, and I have intermediate grasp of the language. And at the end of the summer, I am traveling to the West Fjords in Iceland, the most remote part of the island, which is in the northeast. And I'm taking a 2-week immersion course in Icelandic. And that's my summer vacation. So in this mastermind, and it is not my first mastermind, I'd like to work on my routine, trying to get some sort of creative routine in place. And it is something that I've been working on, but now I have a slightly different motivation because I've just renovated my garage and turned it into a studio space where I can work. And it's not so crazy for me to renovate my garage because I don't drive a car, I don't have a license, I don't have a car, so the garage was basically just glorified storage space. So I now have this beautiful space to work in, and I just need to get going. And I am the proud uncle of 2 nieces and 3 nephews. My brother has a family where my eldest niece is now 23 or 24, I keep forgetting. My eldest nephew is 17. Then there are 2 nephews that are 7 and 5, and a niece that is 3. So when I go to visit them, it's always a rather busy time because they all want my attention, and I love it. Anyway, I'm glad to be in this mastermind, and I hope everyone gets a lot out of it. Bye for now.